So many people my age and people that I have talked to, they feel lost, anxious, depressed. They don't know what to do in their lives. They feel that at this time they must have found their passion, what they need to do in their lives, the thing that keeps them waking up in the morning, and they always blame themselves and start beating themselves up when they're like, I don't know what I should do in my life. I don't know what my passion is. I don't know what. And I always say, like, you're 18, bro. Like, why are you putting so much pressure on yourself and just beating yourself up, which for you still got your whole life in front of you. But that's a very common thing. I went through that when I was 18 as well. I was always like, at this time I should have found my passion and the thing I gotta do in my life and everything. I just started to put so much pressure on myself. One of the things that actually made that pressure even more is not being aware of myself. I did not know what I liked, what I didn't like. I wasn't aware. Like, there was no self-awareness about me. And also the reason for that is many people just spend all their time spending it with people around them and no time spending it with themselves, which actually makes them more anxious, more lost, and more depressed because they do not know themselves. So today I'm gonna help you and walk you through something that I've implemented in my life and shifted my life to the best, and it made me become my best version yet. It made me, instead of being lost, I started to get to know to myself and started instead of being depressed, I started to feel more happy because I've seen that now I have purpose in life. There's something that calls for me in life. I have a role in my life. And also, I was less anxious. I was more excited. I was more energetic because of that. So I'm going to help you and walk you through this and how you can find your way through this chaos of thoughts of lostness in your life. Salam alaikum. My name is Aziz. Welcome to the Fursa podcast. And today we're going to talk about waking up early. Before you hang up and before you close this video and go start watching, Netflix or PS5s, let me talk you about waking up early, okay? And let me take away some limiting beliefs with people. So a lot of people say it's not natural for me to wake up in the morning. I don't feel like waking up in the morning. I love sleeping. I love spending time with my friends. And let me tell you this: I am the same way. I feel the same way. Do you think I love the fact that my friends were in the living room playing cards and Monopoly, whatever, and they're laughing and having fun and having a good time while I was in my bed trying to sleep? Do you think it was fun to leave the lifestyle of playing PS5 until you don't realize it's Al-Fajr because time passes by very quickly because you're having fun? It's fun. No, it wasn't something that I loved changing. I hated that at the beginning, but it helped me start exploring my self and got more aware of myself. Why? Because waking up in the morning, you actually get to spend time with yourself. That time is actually spent for you, because waking up in the middle of the day, you do not there's no way you have control of your time. There's no way. Okay, for most people, I'm talking like common people. When you wake up in the middle of the day, there's requests from your family. There's things you gotta do. You gotta go pray. You gotta go eat. You gotta go play football. You gotta go outside. Stuff like that. But when you wake up in the morning, and that might be also implemented during late at night. But for people that say I'm a late owl, I'm not an early bird. I actually don't want to argue against that. Okay, if you find energy, if you find time that you can spend well with yourself, do it. But what I would say is give it a try. Give it a try to sleep early, to wake up in the morning, and you'll start to see good results. That's what I saw with me, because for me, like, even scientifically, you have more energy. You have more brain power that you can spend wisely, and you can start to get to know yourself, get to start to explore your curiosities, start to see what your passion is, what you love to do, what you don't love to do. And there's a lot of things you can do about it. But I'm gonna help you and walk you through this. So just stick with me here. So a lot of people in my age, okay, so like 20s or even teenager days, they're like, I want to have healthy habits. I want to go work out, eat healthy, or maybe get good grades. I want to have a steady routine so I don't feel lost, and I can do things repetitively, and I just not be all over the place. Or I want to have an organized schedule so I know what to do exactly, and I also don't feel lost. Same thing. So I'm gonna help you and walk you through how I was able to wake up early in the morning for like 6 months the past and during my previous job, and how that helped me be one of the top salesmen in my job, because I spend the time early in the morning for myself, because you need that time, because you need to give yourself some times. Okay, so let's just get started. Okay, I think I spent a lot of time in the intro, but this is just some of the limiting beliefs I wanted to take away, because a lot of people say, I don't know, like I don't feel like but this is something you gotta know. Okay, you do not have to feel like it every single time in order to do it. That is a BS that motivator, or like people that like motivation, I have to feel motivated to do something so I can do it. And that's totally wrong. If you want to succeed in life, if you want to have a passion in your life, you do not have to feel like doing that thing every single day so you can do it. Same thing with working out. Do you need to feel like going to the gym every day so you can go to the gym and work out? No, you have to do it anyway, because you need to be disciplined. You need to find a routine that you can stick with so you can see results. You're not gonna see results by doing it for 2 days and then not doing it for a day and then 3 days and just skipping during the weekend. And no, it's not going to work. You need consistency. And with consistency, the first thing I'm going to talk about today is make it simple. Do not overcomplicate this. So once you start something new, we always just start complicating stuff. Like, let's say I'm a person that usually wakes up at 1 p.m. So now I'm gonna start waking up at 6 a.m. every single day, and I'm gonna, have a shower. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna cook food. I'm gonna go study, journal, read, do all these things. And let me tell you this: you're not gonna do any of those. Or maybe you're gonna do it for a day or two, and then you're just gonna skip the next day and forget about it. You might as well just forget about it, because you overcomplicated your new habit. So if you want to build a habit, you got to make it simple, and you got to make it desirable. And you got to make it something that you can replicate every single day. So if you're used to waking up at 1, start making it 2 hours earlier. Okay? So instead of 1, just make it 11. And by that time, with time you can, increase the time, or just with time you can wake up earlier and earlier and whatever. So when I say early, it doesn't mean 6, 5, or 4. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, and whatever you feel enough time for you to explore your passions. Watch courses, journal, read, and whatever. But you just gotta wake up early. Okay. So once you get that first thing, which is waking up early, and it becomes a repetitive thing. It becomes very natural to you, because it's going to take time until you get used to it, because at first it's going to be very hard. So one rule you got to do once you start to wake up early, okay? The first thing is not picking up your phone. That's the biggest mistake people do, and I used to do it too. I still do sometimes when I wake up late, because I always feel behind in my day when I wake up late. And just picking up your phone, basically what are you doing when you pick up your phone first thing in the morning is you literally invite the whole world into your room, into your mind, into your body. and you start watching everybody's stories, everybody's days, everybody's fun, glory, joyful lives. And then you don't realize that you've spent a whole hour on TikTok. Or not even that, just thinking that like people are having fun, people are doing what they love, and especially with this like superficial photos and posts with people that you see that, oh, they're living their lives, they know what they're doing, they love what they're doing, and just sitting here in my bed. This whole comparison game starts to play on. That's the easiest thing to do wrong, is to wake up early in the morning and just pick up your phone. So that's the first rule. Do not pick your phone, just for simplicity, for like 15 minutes at first, and then you can increase with time. So now I don't pick up my phone for a whole hour once I wake up, because I want this time to literally be for me. I want to spend this time doing things that I love, or I that make me feel good about myself. So what I do every day when I wake up is not pick up my phone. Like I said, I go take a shower. I take a hot and then a cold shower. You don't have to take a cold shower. This is just something that I used to do. So this is something that I used to do during my previous time in my job when I used to be in sales, and that's something that helped me throughout my work and just to really set me up for the day. Because when you start your day wrong, you know how it feels. It feels shitty the entire day, because that annoying thing that is in your head, or that comparison, it just keeps going on. No matter how much you fight it, no matter how much you try to go against it and try to forget about it, it's still gonna remain in your mind. So you don't want to invite that the first thing in the morning. So once you wake up, no snoozing. You don't want to hit snooze. Snoozing is the second biggest mistake you can do. Anyone can do, because you'll be like, all right, another 5 minutes, and then you don't realize the whole 30 minutes is gone. And now you start blaming yourself. Oh, I wasted 30 minutes. The whole day. You still got like, I don't know, like 16 hours still in your day, but you still blaming yourself for the 30 minutes that you lost. That's how it is when you hit the snooze. And also, there's a lot of research and evidence that suggests that you feel less energized when you hit the snooze, because once you go back to sleep, you don't get enough sleep. You need at least like 20 minutes or something to really get a good sleep and wake up later and feel good. So, no snooze, no snoozing when you wake up. So, first of all, when you wake up, do not pick your phone, and then do not hit the snooze. Just hit stop, and that's it. Third thing you do, okay, and that's something I used to do all the time as well, is make your bed. It's not it's not the cliche, just make your bed and make it nice and neat and tidy. No, it's because psychologically, once you make up your bed, it does not invite you to go back and sleep, because you know how it is. Once you hit the snooze, you see the bed. Oh, it looks good. Like, I want to go to sleep. Like, I'm very tired. But once you make the bed, it's like a pact or a deal that you make with your mind that I'm already awake. I'm not gonna sleep again. This is a hack. Okay, this is a hack to actually wake up, and it's gonna help you not even think about it, and not even have second thoughts or second guesses about waking up or not waking up. One thing you can do if you really want to wake up early and not go back to bed is, once you go to bed and before you sleep, you just throw away your phone. Throw it out of your reach, so you don't try to reach it while you're in your bed. What happened when you do that is, once the alarm sets off, you literally get up and try to shut it off. And once you do that, you're like, oh my god, I'm already up. Like, I'm actually on my feet right now. I'm actually awake. So the percentage or the likelihood of you going back to bed is close to none. Okay, if you really stay committed to waking up at that time. So just make it away from your reach, and you go there and do not hit the snooze. Just click stop and then make your bed. Fourth thing that you do is drink 15 milliliters of water. That was huge for me, because every time I woke up, I always felt exhausted, tired, still like needed some sleep, haven't gotten enough sleep. But once I drank like a bottle of water, I was like, man, I'm actually, I had a good night's sleep. I don't feel like going back to bed because your body is hydrated. Your mind can function right now because it was dehydrated. It wasn't functioning well. Once you start drinking water, you're gonna feel like, okay, let's go. I'm ready. So these main four things are gonna help you tremendously with waking up early and actually feeling that you're awake. Let me tell you this. So the first rule is, like I said, is to not pick up your phone because you don't want to invite the whole world and just start feeling anxious and anxiety and even more depressed and more lost because of how you compare yourself. But also, the second rule is the morning routine starts the night before. If you want to make things simple for you and with as less steps as possible, you want to prepare yourself for the morning the night before. So what this means is basically if you want to eat healthy, if you want to eat a healthy breakfast, you prep your food the night before. And that's actually going to help you not start eating anything junky or like junk food from the fridge or anything because you spent quality time cooking food for you in the morning so you can eat. So you're not the likelihood for you to eat something junk like a junk food or something in the fridge that's not going to be a good thing to start with in your day is low because you already cooked something for yourself. And also, if it's always better to prepare your clothes the night before as well because thinking of what you're gonna wear at the beginning of the day takes a lot of energy. That's why it's well known that Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg. It's a known fact that they used to wear the same thing every single day. Why? Because they don't want to spend energy and effort just thinking about what they're gonna wear. They have things that are more important and more significant than what they're gonna wear. So you just do that the night before, and it literally takes you 5 minutes to figure out what you're gonna wear, and you just put it, neat and tidy somewhere that's visible, so you can just wear without thinking about it. Um, and also, you can fill up your water the night before as well. It's a very simple thing. Like I said, keep it simple. The simpler you make it, the easier it's gonna be for you, and the less steps is gonna be for you to actually do the thing because you're not gonna have to think about it. You're just gonna do it spontaneously. Your mind, like once you get used to those habits, you're not gonna think about it. Your mind is just gonna do it every single day, and it's gonna become like second natural to you. So at first, you're gonna have to spend quite a bit effort for you to get used to the new habit of waking up early, of making your bed, of not hitting the snooze. It's gonna be a lot for you at the beginning. But once you get used to it, like just give it a week or two, and you're gonna feel like you're doing it just like that without thinking about it. So once you start implementing those and just spend that the rest of the time until like afternoon or the middle of the day just doing whatever you need to do to figure out your life and what you love about your life. Start, you can start journaling, just writing your thoughts and start writing your to-do list, your goals, whatever it is. I'm not gonna get into it today, but you can watch courses, you can watch YouTube, you can start a new hobby to just explore and see your interests, what you're curious about. What I would say is if you really want to find your passion and find something that you enjoy doing or a talent or a skill you want to obtain is lean in to in your curiosities. So whatever you're curious about, start exploring it. Start you watching YouTube videos about people that do that hobby, and learn from them. And try to take courses on how you can implement them. So if you're curious about graphic design, watch YouTube videos about graphic design and or like the people that do it and what it means to be a graphic designer. What are things that graphic designers do? How their day looks like, and if you find yourself in any of that, explore even more. And that's how you find something that you can enjoy doing, and then you can take it another step by taking courses about it, by actually implementing the thing and spending time exploring that and seeing if that applies to you and if that's something that you might be interested in. If not, that's totally fine. Find something else. So that's another thing that you can do, spending like early in the morning. So now I'm gonna let you know about my whole routine and my whole like morning routine and the habits that I used to do, and I'll explain like why I used to do them. So at first, so like I said, the morning routine starts the night before. Okay, that's something I learned during my work as a salesperson. So the first thing I do at night is prepare food, like pack food for the whole day. So because I wanted to eat healthy, and I did not want to eat junky food, because once you're exhausted, like at the end of the day, you just go to whatever close restaurant you have, and that's the easiest way for you to waste money or spend money, and also for you to eat unhealthy. So by prepping food that makes it easier for you and simpler for you. Simple is the key. And second thing I do is prepare my clothes, because I don't want to think about it in the morning. I just want to wear it and just go to work. And then I also fill up my water during the night so I can just, pop it up, drink. And also, it's very important, I did not mention this, is if you want to wake up early, actually got to sleep early. Or at least you got to sleep enough, have enough sleep. The average is 6 to 8. That's very well known, but the benefits of sleeping, like actually quality sleeping, is enormous. It's huge. It affects your mood, it affects your health, your energy throughout the whole day. Just remember the times where you did not really have a good night's sleep. You always feel agitated, annoyed, like short tempered. You don't like people to ask you questions. You don't want to talk to people. Why? Because you didn't get enough sleep. Sleep has a big role in people's success. That's how important it is. So sleep early, and then I wake up early. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. every day. Why? Because my work was very demanding, and I had to wake up even earlier so I can spend that time for myself. So what I used to do is, once I woke up, I drank water, of course. I made my bed, and then I went and took a shower. So I always take a hot and then a cold shower. A cold shower it makes me feel so good. I used to hate it at first, but like any other thing, it became something that became natural to me, and it became something that I love doing with time, because of how great it makes me feel. Even during it's cold right now, but I still take cold. I just took a great cold shower today. Um, and then I started to pray qiyam, salat al qiyam. Okay, I remember I watched this video about a guy. It was a reels. It was a great video talking about the blessings and the great things that can happen to you from praying qiyam. So like before fajr, and that's something that I added recently. It wasn't something that I was doing right from the beginning. Like I said, I started off simply. At first I did not start at 4 a.m. because that was too much for me. But at first I started, I think, at 6:30 or even 7, and with time, once that become usual and I become used to it, I started to add more things to it, because I didn't have to think about waking up at 6 or 7, because it was natural. I remember, that's so crazy. I remember there was a period of time where I literally woke up at 6 every single day without the alarm. That's how used I got to it. I just became so used to it that I did not need an alarm to wake me up, because it just proves how once your body starts to get used to it, it just works that way. That's why it's easier to make it simple in the beginning, and then with time you can add more stuff. So I added qiyam over time. And then after qiyam, I always stretch. I like stretching because you always wake up. Sometimes you get pain in your body, or you just finished a great workout the night before, or you feel exhausted, or you feel tired, and stretching just makes the blood flows in your body. You feel great. You feel that you can move now. You can function well. After stretching, I used to go to the gym every single day. Every single weekday, I used to go to the gym. I did not skip. Sometimes I lie. I go. Sometimes I only skip for a day, a week, but I allow myself that because, like I said, my job was very demanding, and some days I was really tired, and sometimes I needed more sleep. Like I genuinely needed to have more sleep because if I didn't, it might affect my whole day as well. So it's just a priority thing. Sometimes if sometimes if going to the gym is gonna end up being better than sleeping, I'm gonna go to the gym. And sometimes I just feel like getting more sleep. It's an instinct thing. It's not like I'm just bringing an excuse. No, sometimes you really know that getting enough sleep today is gonna be more beneficial than going to the gym. So I went to the gym. I prayed Fajr after the gym because, like I said, I woke up at 4, and the Fajr prayer, I think it was at 6 or something. And then I can go to the office. And that was my whole morning routine. All the things that I just mentioned, I did not start with all of these right from the beginning. I started to add stuff with time once I got used to waking up early, and but also like waking up early was not the hardest thing for me because I started to actually have a habit of waking up early during my college time, and that helped me a lot during my professional career as well. So that was my whole routine. That's why I think having a good routine can help you and help us just become more self-aware, become more educated about ourselves and what our passions are, what the things we love doing are, and how it just can help us find ourselves in a world that's very messy and noisy and just crowded with judgment, self judgment, self loathe, and just beating yourself up because you feel that you by this time you need to know where you want to be or what you want to do in your life, but it's actually not. Like for me, I still don't have all the answers. So podcasting is something. I don't want to say podcasting, conversations. Having conversations with people is something that I've discovered from waking up early because I had more time exploring my curiosities. And one of my curiosities led me to starting my own podcast. And with time, I was excited and everything. And with time, I started to see what topics actually made me more excited than others. And all of those things, and I actually got more consistent with times, and now I'm almost gonna complete 2 years with the podcast, and all of that by just waking up early in the morning because I know if I woke up in the middle of the day, I cannot be focused. I cannot focus on the podcast. The podcast is not gonna get the best version of me because I'm literally not prioritizing it. But by waking up early in the morning and prioritizing yourself and what you love doing, you're gonna start seeing and noticing that, oh, I love this. I do not love this. I this makes me feel a sense of meaning. I feel meaningful when I do this. I feel like I have a purpose when I pursue this path, and that can all happen by waking up in the morning. There is something I gotta mention. Okay, you gotta be committed. We all have to be committed. Once we start something new, a new hobby, a new habit, a new routine, we have to stay committed until it becomes natural. It's not going to become natural right from the beginning. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of times where you're going to feel exhausted. You're going to feel demotivated, but you're going to do it anyway. You know why? Because that's the BS. I'm sorry to be very aggressive, but that's the BS that people give about motivation. That's what people uh how that's a weakness in motivation, is people feel or think that they need to feel like doing the thing so they can do it. I'm going to give you an example. Some people feel, and some people actually beat themselves up because they think that they need to feel motivated to go to the gym so they can go and work out. And that's the biggest mistake that people do. That's actually wrong. Do you think that you're gonna feel motivated and excited to go to the gym every single day of your life? No. There's days you're gonna feel exhausted. There's days you're gonna feel tired. You're not gonna be in the mood to go there. You're gonna prefer, sitting on your couch and eating junk food and playing video games because it's more comfortable. It's more convenient. You don't want to, you feel comfortable where you at. You don't want to go outside. It's cold outside. You don't want to wear stuff. You don't want to put on your clothes. You don't want to, do whatever you got to do. But you know what? You're going to do it anyway, because that's what it takes to stay consistent, to be disciplined, and to find success in whatever it is in life, is doing the things that you got to do despite of how you feel about it. And that's actually what it means to be motivated. Motivation is not waiting for your body to feel like doing the thing. Motivation is actually doing the thing even if I don't feel like it. That's actually what motivation should be. It's not putting on, a motivational video so I can go to the gym. No, that's actually weakness. You're actually waiting for an external motivation that, just pushes you to go and do the thing instead of just you going to do it on your own. You're waiting for someone to go tell you, let's go, you got to do, you got to be, they got to remind you of what your goal is. But you want to start changing your mindset of just action. Results are made by action and not by thoughts. If you still think about it, oh, I'm gonna start doing it tomorrow. I feel I want to do it. You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna see results. You're gonna start seeing results by doing the action, by going to the gym, by eating healthy, by cooking healthy. And I want to help you with something. Like I said, if you want a new habit and you want to start something new that doesn't come like natural to you, make it simple, make it desirable, make it convenient. One thing you can do to make it easier for you to go to the gym is, like I said, the morning routine, or the routine that you do starts the day before or the night before. So if you want to go to the gym and you want to stay committed to, start folding your clothes, your gym clothes, and put it on top of your shoes and just put it in front of you once you wake up. So once you wake up, you actually see, and you cannot pass by it. You have to wear it, because once you wear it, you've already done the first action. Same thing with like waking up. Once you wake up, when you switch off the alarm, you're already up. You already did the action. Action matters in whatever you start doing. Because when you say, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to wake up early, you're not going to do it because your body's not moving. Once your body starts moving, now your mind starts to be convinced, oh, we are awake. We're actually getting up. You need to do some action in order for your mind to be like, okay, we're going to stay committed to this. Your mind is not going to, your mind wants you to be as comfortable as possible. It wants to make you feel safe. It wants to make you feel great and comfortable where you at. It doesn't want you to feel, to get out of your comfort zone. But what is going to make you do that is forcing your body to do it despite of the voices you hear in your mind. This is not a motivational talk, by the way, okay? I hate motivation, but I'm telling you facts that the action defines your mindset. It's not like, oh, I wanna improve my mindset and everything, but you're not doing any action. No, your mindset is not gonna improve. Same thing, like making action, like very simple action in the beginning is gonna help make things simpler with time. If you wanna wake up in the morning, literally throw away your phone, get up and turn it off, and then you already done the first action. The second action is making your bed. The third action is drinking water. Now, these are like one of the simplest things you can do in life, and literally takes 2 minutes, but you've already done so much for you to actually stay up in the morning. Because the simpler things are the ones that are replicable, and also the ones that will make it be consistent. Because people think that they need to do like complicated stuff so they can be consistent or do great things in their lives, but it's actually about the simple stuff. It's about the small details. It's about the small things that you do every single day repetitively, that will lead to success, that will lead to for you to see results. It's going to take consistency. It's not going to take big things for you to see success. That's something I saw in my life. Once I started to implement, once I started to actually believe in, and you might see the energy here, because this is something I truly believe in. Waking up in the morning is something that I truly believe in, because it really impacted my life. It really helped me find one of my passions, doing podcasting, talking to people, trying to inspire, trying to talk about my experiences, my journey. I couldn't find this if I hadn't started to wake up early in the morning. Okay, so just to sum it up, okay, just make it simple for you. Make it simple, and as simple as possible for you. Okay, so just wake up early in the morning. The two rules are the morning routine starts the night before, and also do not pick up your phone once you wake up. So once you wake up, just stick to the four things that you got to do so you can wake up. So once you wake up, turn off your alarm, okay? Make your bed, drink water. Yeah, throw away your phone. That's all I got to say today. I'm really excited to hear your thoughts, and like for you to start implementing this from today. Do not be like, all right, I'm going to start tomorrow. No, today. Because today is when the routine starts. Remember, it's the night before. It's not tomorrow. It's not in the morning, because you don't want to think about it. You want to do it spontaneously. You want to do it simply without thinking about it. So just tell me what you think about waking up early in the morning. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I would just ask for one thing, is to not beat yourself up. Do not self-loathe and just beat yourself up for not waking up 5 minutes earlier or something. Take it easy on yourself. Be gentle on yourself. It's a process. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take effort. It's gonna take a lot of trial and error for you to find your sweet spot. It's gonna take a trial and error for you to find out what's the exact time that I should wake up every day, where I feel energized, where I feel that I got enough sleep, and then you're gonna find yourself waking up early every single day. And I'm excited to hear your experiences. So make sure you share this with the people that you love, the people that you think might take a lot of value in it or might benefit in this talk. And I hope for you to feel less lost, less depressed, and less anxious. My name is Aziz. This is Força Podcast. Força Saída.